said I was black. I'm very much not black. I'm very much Colombian. I don't want to be black, babe. Nobody's beefing over me. I'm not that important. I'm just a regular girl. I'm just a regular person. It ain't about me. I don't need to address or clear anything up because those who know, know, and that's all that matters. You know? So, and guess what? People are going to want to believe what they want to believe. So it doesn't matter what I clear up. Nigga doesn't care. He's laughing at this. He literally don't give a f. He's not going nowhere. I don't know who thought he was going somewhere. Comments off my live. So I could get on live like I used to, like a normal person. I don't work at the club. So, and no, my name is not Amber either. There's nobody named Amber. I'm a job. My man just doesn't want me working at the club anymore, so that's why I haven't been there. Cause I could talk however I want. Yep, I'm mid as That's all I'm saying. I don't know what the hype's about.
Wagwan, guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. Very interesting video. In fact, I have been extremely busy. But this video was so interesting that I had to give my 2 cents on this. And, you know, just this whole feud that's been going on with, you know, well, I really wouldn't even say feud. It's like a speculation, which seemingly has come to be false, that in fact Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Future, these guys are not beefing whatsoever. But it was just like that dynamic duo of Drake always having Future as a feature on like his albums, songs, but him going back and forth between. And you know what, like 21 Savage is good, right? 21 Savage is definitely good, but he has some nice hooks, choruses or whatever, and some nice beat selection or samples that he used. But I mean, I don't think anyone can beat, you know, Future in his prime. I don't think that's just, I mean, come on, man. It's jumping out the gym at this point. But I will say this. It was some similarities in Drake's recent album versus the album that Metro Boomin and Metro Boomin, I mean, he's good, right? Definitely he's good. I think DJ Esco is pretty good, but I know Metro Boomin mother had just passed, and like this is, if I'm not mistaken, his first album since the passing of his mother. So I see why it's getting as much attention that it is garnishing at this moment. But I think what's happening is people are missing the point. Like I said, it was some similarities between albums and like the name choice of songs. And I believe this lady name was Deanna Duh, if I'm saying it right. Yeah, I think Deanna. Something like that, right? I'm not looking at it right now. But and they just find this poor soul, this poor lady, whose name is like Instagram handle is the same as that, you know, the name of the track, and they blow her up completely. And like I get the speculation, all that, it's cool, but the point that people are missing is this is good music, and sometimes you have to just stop and enjoy just the nice things around you that you really wouldn't pay attention to, you know, just on a everyday type base, you know, like a day-to-day type deal. You just really wouldn't pay attention, you know, to things like that. But and I got a story for you guys, but first let me dissect this video. You know, I guess somebody was hitting on this lady. They were, you know, she was getting attention. She has some followers already, so she's probably used to the attention. But this attention that this situation garnishes is just, I mean, it's incredible. So she's probably getting a lot of people visiting her page and leaving comments on things and stuff. So I can completely understand that, trolls under the bridge doing that type of stuff. And I guess somebody must have got on her and was talking about, I guess she had some braids. She had mentioned, I don't know if I got that clip in there, but she mentioned a few other things. She mentioned like maybe the way she talks or whatever. I'm not too sure. But people had said that she had wanted to be black. Nobody had said she was black, but that was her reaction to that whole situation. So everybody handle, these things a little bit differently. So I mean, me just looking at her, I can tell like nobody would mistake this woman as a black woman. I mean, I would say this. I think his name is Quincy. Yeah, Quincy Jones. His daughter. Now, I had no idea that was his daughter. I think I don't know if she plays on like Parks and Recreation, some show, like she plays on some type of TV shows. And I would not expect that woman to be black at all. Like that one went completely over my head. I was like, this is Quincy Jones' daughter. And then you look at it and you're like, well, yeah, she does kind of look black. But so those things do happen or whatever. But I'm just going to say this. This is what I'm saying. That, she doesn't necessarily look black, but I believe that her feelings may have got her feelings hurt, just with all this craziness or whatever. And that was the way she responded to it. I don't think it was too much of a big deal or whatever. Hey, you get it in situations where, it is what it is. It's like, this is the culture of hip hop. This is, it's a certain style and presentation that is, when you're put together a certain type of way, it's a certain look that you're going for, and there's these things that happen. So of course, the braids, right, and all this type of stuff. And I can see, and even, there's this thing, I don't know the exact term. It's like called like black fishing or something. Like, I don't want to say blackface, right? But like you get this thing, like you do makeup or whatever. There's a certain type of look. These things can happen, right? But I guess she cleared that up. I don't want to get too deep off into that. But the moral of the story is what I'm trying to say is this. And this is the example I want to give you guys to tie this all in really, really quickly. Sometimes you have to just, all these fans and everybody that's just, going in on this situation, what's being missed, what they're missing in all of this is that you have to sit back sometimes and enjoy good music. These guys has gotten together and made some good music, some collabs that you just would. Metro Boomin has put together. I mean, just be real. Like Future and Kendrick Lamar on the same track, on the same album. Has that even been done before? Like, you need to sit back and like enjoy, I know you probably got a nice little sound system. You got whatever whatever you play your music on, you feel me? Just get comfortable and like be able to enjoy that type of stuff. You feel me? Because this is gonna be something you probably, I don't know if we're gonna see this collab in the future. So you just have to kind of like enjoy things like that. And this is the situation I want to tie to that. It was a situation where I was being courteous. I was being very courteous to an individual, and the individual was trying to be courteous to me as well, right? And the point that the guy was missing in this, the other individual was missing in this, was that I was being courteous to them first, right? And what they did was they didn't accept that. They did. It didn't compute with him, with this individual. He couldn't understand that. Hey, I'm being courteous. And be able to accept things like that, right? But this individual, I don't want to get into specifics, but the individual was, I don't want to say argumentative, but he was the other party was, the other guy was basically doing too much. He was going out of his way to try to show, try to be courteous, try to show me that he was courteous as well. And it was just one of those situations to where, like, now you're making this an argument when it was supposed to be, and it's a delay and all these other things are happening. And I can really tell that you're upset. You're upset by this, and it was just that way, right? And it was one of those things where it was an individual that could not accept that, hey, someone is, being courteous to you. This individual just, couldn't accept it. You feel me? And I think that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening. To try to sum everything up, I believe that is kind of what's taking place right now. You have this good music out right now. You have good artists that have come together, but the fans and people that are listening, they can't seem to enjoy it because they're so caught up in, because it's really nothing going on right now besides like that Diddy situation. And a lot of people right now, they really don't understand what's happening right now involving Diddy, because it goes way back to the early 2000s all the way back to the 90s, and a lot of people consuming hip hop right now and just Revolt TV and everything. These guys were born in late 90s, if not early 2000s. They were being born around this time. So they really don't know, they weren't, they just see the pictures. They weren't there existing in that time and era, because when you're in that time and era, you can now attach a feeling to it, but you really don't have a frame of reference other than the pictures and images that are placed in front of you in whatever sequential order to give you the feeling that they, what I'm saying? To give you the vibe of that era. But the people that were there in those places and times when it was existing, completely different scenario. Okay. But that's what I got for you guys, man. And yeah, peace, dude. I'm out.